Hello guys and welcome back to the Mitch project. I hope you have an amazing summer. Here in Denmark it's pretty rainy, so why not sit inside and make YouTube videos. So today I will make my next investment, which will be in finance. And I know it's a bit late on the month, I already did the investment, but I had to make the video and here it is. So before we get started, this investment in number 3, which means I have 3 topics left: transportation, energy, and medicine. Today I will talk a bit about my thoughts and my process of how I choose the finance stock. And yeah, I made a small presentation. So let's dive down to the computer and talk about what I think is the right choice when investing in finance right now. Okay. So here we have this month finance investment. So the first thing I wanted to do was to get out of America. And the only reason I wanted to get out of America was my 2 previous stocks, DR Horton and Alphabet, which is Google, is American-based companies. So to ensure a better diversity, if the American market does very bad, well, maybe the European market is not affected in the same way. This is a way of spreading the risk. So you see here, a good stock portfolio with a good spread is all over the world. So if the American market does very poorly, maybe the Australian market does better. Or if the Australian market does very poorly, maybe the Russian. So if you spread out your investment, you ensure that if the market falls, that you decreases the losses you have. So today I have chosen not more American stocks within this 6 episodes of me investing. Yeah. So what I wanted to do was invest locally. So I live in Denmark, Copenhagen, and I know there was 2 things I really wanted. I wanted to invest in a bank. That was for sure. And the other thing was that I wanted to invest in a Danish bank. So not a lot of people know the history of the Danish banks, but there have been a lot of chaotic moments in the Danish bank industry. So the 2 biggest banks have generated an enormous crisis. Both Danske Bank, or Danish Bank, which is the biggest bank in Denmark, is money laundering around the world, and so is Nordea. Check out the facts yourself, but I wanted to invest in a bank I could stand behind. And I wanted to invest in a bank that I knew for sure didn't do anything illegal. And these 2 banks have done a lot of sketchy news lately. So I was just entirely sure these 2 banks is not for me. Right now they are trying to get on track again, and that's totally fair. And they need to earn the investors' trust again. So I didn't want to focus on the banks, the top banks in Denmark. So what I wanted to do was find something more locally, something have proven growth. And there are tons and tons of banks in Denmark. So how do I choose the right bank? Well, one of my good friends, which also investing, he said, well, you can check out this bank, and I went and checked it out, and they seem pretty cool. I did a lot of reading, and I did a look at all the financial work, and they seem pretty legit. So sometimes you just have to choose. If you have a good feeling around it, if you read around and you see, well, the economy seems really good, the things they do is pretty great, well, then go for it. Also, The dividends is a factor. It's not an absolute factor. I can pick stocks without dividends, but if they have proven continuously growth and how they handle market situations and economical crisis, and they have the consumers' trust, well, then I'm in for it. The stock I chose today is a local bank stock, which is called Ringkøbing Landbobank or Ringkøbing Landbobank. You can see here that the stock from, well, this is a max of around 10 years, and the stock has increased pretty decent over the past 10 years. And if you look at the stock, there was the financial crisis and they started the regrowth. And if you look at the end of the chart, then you see that the corona crisis also hit the bank. The economy was in fear, and then there will be a big drop, no doubt about it. Anyways, right now the market is getting well again. Actually getting even more well than I expected to. All the stocks I have been buying lately, which I have made videos about, is doing really well, and I will make a result video within a week or so. So what I have chosen is I invested in Ringkøbing Landbobank, and it has treated me really good. Also have DR Horton and also have Alphabet. Right now, I'm not sure if the market is oversaturated. A lot of people are starting to invest their money and the market is going up. Well, I'm not a financial advisor, so what you do is your choice. But the market is growing pretty much right now, and you should consider to be cautious. I will expect a drop in, but I don't know where, and I could be wrong. Anyways, it's not, to me it's about stick to my plan, and the plan is I have to invest consistently each month $1,400. That's the rule number one. I have to spread it out, so I have my investment hat where I have different sectors in every sort of businesses, and I have to spread it out across the world to minimize my risk. So the plan says I have to invest, I will invest. If the market goes up or down right now, in the next month or whatever, it doesn't matter. Compounding in 20 years is gonna do everything. If you still don't know what compounding is, I might make a video about it, the power of compounding. So if you lose 10% today, or you gain 10% tomorrow, or the next month, compounding is your friend. So I stick to my plan, and I advise you to make a plan and stick to it. Nearly whatever. Anyways, my stocks not always add up to 1,400 precisely. So I have chosen to do something else to improve everything in excess for my investment. I will put in high risk stocks. So it's such a small amount of money that I don't really care if I lose them or not. But there is a good chance they can generate some money. So this is actually a little joker for today, is that everything I had in excess I invested, and I invested them in Norwegian. So you know the traveling business have a pretty rough time right now. No doubt about it, because nobody's flying around because of the epidemic. As you see here on the stocks in Norwegian, they have a pretty rough time. a lot of people are trying to speculate in flying industries and travel industries right now, and I'm not saying it's a good idea, but I want to have a high risk portfolio which can generate something, and if I lose it, whatever. The reason I have chosen Norwegian and not TUI or some of the other travel companies is that Norwegian is backed up by the Norwegian government. So I feel like Norwegian is not gonna go bankrupt. I can't know for sure, but I have a feeling that Norwegian have a good chance of surviving. And if they are surviving, I think right now you pay about 3 Norwegian crowns for a stock, and at their maximum, I believe it was around 250. So it's a pretty big increase if they go up again, and if not, well, compounding will save your ass. I promise you. So stick to your plan and so on. So yeah, time to do the investment, and next up I will come with a results where you see my results. I wanted to make a results video where it wasn't that high that it is right now. The market is really high. It's just going up. Maybe I'm really lucky, or there will come a crash. I don't know. But you will see the results of my 3 stocks, plus my Norwegian, very soon, and it looks very promising. So I hope you want to follow. If you want to, give me a like or sub. Hope you're enjoying the video. So if you have a comment about where you wanted to put your money in finance or your high risk portfolio, please leave a comment. Yes, until then, have a great summer and see you next time. Peace.